Welcome to Turnip Land. Not really a whole lot to say about it other than there's a lot of turnips here. So what am I gonna do today? Well, I'll tell you. We're gonna take this and this and this, some of these, I guess. Lastly, these. And we're gonna turn it all into a really nice looking orchard that's fenced in. That's pretty much it for today. I also need to get some oranges, so maybe we'll go hit up my little brother and see if he has any to give.
What's up?
Hey, do you have any oranges that you can give me?
I harvested and sold them
Really?
the other day, yeah.
Well, that's a bummer. All right, so I'm going to reserve a spot for oranges, but apparently we're just not going to have any for a little while, unfortunately. So the idea here is it's basically just going to be a really good looking way to have all of my fruit trees in one area. I'll be taking that. And here is row number 1, just to give you guys an idea as to what I'm going for here. This is going to be the apple row. All right, now every path is totally done, and something definitely worth mentioning, I don't know if everybody knows this, but sand paths aren't just aesthetically sand, they actually are considered sand by the game. That means that you can plant your coconut trees anywhere you want on your island as long as you make it a sand path. All right, so what you guys are looking at right now is the unfinished orchard. Obviously, we are missing oranges at this point, unfortunately, but I will be getting one very soon, so I can go ahead and start filling that line up. Then over here, we've got apples, then we've got peaches, then we've got pears, then we've got cherries, and finally, we've got coconuts. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's go ahead and focus on making it look good. And I think what we're mainly going to use to go ahead and make this look exactly how I want it to look is Corral Fence. I think that that probably is going to give the best look to it anyways. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments below. I thought about using rope fence, but I think that Corral Fence is the way to go. Really need to move this house because we can't really finish this until that's done. Okay, it is as enclosed as I can make it right now. I will update you guys a little bit later when I've made more progress on this. All right, guys, so a bit of an update. That is Biff. He is sitting on a tree stump. Another update. Biff has gotten off the tree stump, and now he has his net out. That's about it. It's the day after the last recording, and the house is finally moved, so we can go ahead and destroy this last cliff, which is going to be nice, and finish up the rest of the orchard. All right, the cliff is gone. Let's go ahead and finish this up. And there we go. That is it. Now, I really like how it looks right now. Obviously, this is not the way it's going to stay forever. I think that I'm probably going to figure out some type of arch to put over here or something to decorate the front area. I think that would make it look a lot better. Also, I would consider stretching things out another tile forward on the end of each row to make sure that we can have one of those boxes that each fruit has in front of it. That would be kind of cool, but otherwise, I think it's about done. Other than, you know, the glaring issue that I don't have any oranges at this point, but I'm sure I'm going to have one soon. I've got a few people that have a few saved for me, so hopefully one of them comes through pretty soon. We can go ahead and start that off. So now what I'm currently waiting on is basically to be able to sell these turnips to be able to build up my stockpile of bells and maybe get some upgrades for my house this week. At least that's the goal anyways. I bought each turnip at 94 bells, and then Monday they were 82 and then 79, and then Tuesday they were 76 and 71. So right now I plugged that into turnipprofit.io, which is a great website you guys absolutely should be using if you want to make sure you're always selling at the best possible price every week. And it says that there's about a 60% chance that we end up with a huge spike. a 30% chance we end up with a small spike, and a 10% chance that things just get worse and worse until I have to sell for like 30 bells a piece, which would suck. So yeah, I got these for a decent price, and it looks like we have about a 90% chance of selling for a really good profit. So I'm pretty excited about that. We'll have to see how it goes. I'll definitely update you guys later on this week with what ends up happening. I think after the orchard for my next project, I'm going to try to figure out exactly how I want to make this island look stylistically. So as you guys have seen in a few places, I do have this wood pattern that I'm putting on the ground, as well as corral fencing. And I think that that pattern and that fence goes very, very well together. I love the look of it. And I think that it kind of accomplishes exactly what I'm going for when it comes to the aesthetic of my town. Another thing I tried out was making a bridge that wasn't actually a bridge. It was just corral fencing and wooden path, and it actually looks pretty decent, I think. You know, it definitely looks good from the side, but obviously there's no arch to it or anything. I definitely want to use legitimate actual bridges in certain places, and I do think the log bridge does look better, but realistically, I'm not going to be able to use that many bridges on this island, or at least I'm not going to be able to afford them right away anyways. So that's a nice thing to have, at least in between. If you guys haven't seen my video basically designing what my future town is going to be, then I definitely recommend you check it out. I went into quite a bit of depth talking about my design inspirations and things that I'm going to be going for in the future, but for right now, all you guys need to know is I'm going for basically all of what I talked about, just with a little bit of a different layout. Obviously, there are going to be things that I want to add to this island. I actually have a small list of things I want to add that I didn't really plan on adding before, but when you start playing this game, you start to have your creativity going, and you realize there's a lot more that you can do than what you initially thought you'd be able to do in this game, and I definitely want to take full advantage of that. So I am going to be sort of making some different design choices and building some things that I definitely didn't plan on doing initially, but I am pretty excited for you guys to see exactly how this is all going to turn out. I think it's going to be great. One final thing I want to talk about real quick is that if you guys have an awesome island you put a lot of time into, a 5-star island particularly, that you want to show off to the world, please let me know down in the comment section below. Go ahead and just DM me on Twitter and get in contact in some way, because I absolutely would love to show it off to the community here. And also, we might just have a contest of some kind coming up in the near future when it comes to those sorts of videos. So please go ahead and contact me, and we'll go ahead and set up a time to record a video. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be about it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Definitely a little bit of an intermediate one. Not a whole lot to talk about today, but we've definitely got some crazy stuff coming up in the next few days. That is for sure. The amount of turnips we've got going on here is absolute insanity. So I can't wait to go ahead and get those sold, see how much bells we end up with. But I will see you again very soon for the next one. Until then, have a fantastic day. Peace.